Hi everyone, hope everyone's staying safe. And here at the Chateau, we're obviously confined in France, so it's quite nice to have a little bit of sunshine now behind the clouds, but also to receive a gift from a friend of the Chateau who's got a local printing business. Gave us a couple of Chateau de Mille logoed mugs for us to
I love that. It's so beautiful. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you, Print Barn.
In this week's episode, Billy clears up the garden waste with the wood shredder that he got last week.
Yeah, sorry, it's not particularly interesting, but it's kind of essential to make the place ready for the summer season.
And I framed the beautiful Danish letter that we also received last week that we showed to you, along with the pictures, in a stunning, stunning frame. And then we both built an extension for the duck house, like a floating pontoon.
So, now the sun's out, finish the coffee, see you in a little bit.
Enjoy.
So in last week's video, you saw us share some Danish letters with you from a lady that had sent us, along with some photos of the chateau and what it used to look like. And so this week I decided I'm going to be a creative artist and slash framer. So I'm going to put it into a frame and hang it on a wall, because that's a piece of history that is very special to us. It's lovely sharing this sort of thing with us, and I guess we are the keepers of these treasured little presents that we've received. So I have found a frame that's suitable, I think, for this sort of work, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's a beautiful frame that I have that is from my huge stash collection now. Here's just some of my frame stash collection that I have collected from a friend of the Chateau that was donated to us. So beautiful, actually, pictures. That'll be lovely in the chapel. I've got some of these as well. I'm not sure what they are. Hopefully I'll identify them soon. But yeah, I've got quite the selection of beautiful frames to choose from that I have been given and collected and purchased over the years. So here's the full detail of this beautiful frame. I've cleaned it up and it is so stunning, so detailed. I mean, these moldings are absolutely beautiful. It's not obviously without its issues, but otherwise it's in, pretty good nick. I've put the letter and the pictures in the frame now. I'm just gonna take care of this little corner. Now, I haven't done any restorative plastering, but I was thinking the quickest thing to do would be to paint it to a similar color. And from my selection of gold, I found that this one would be best for the time being, and that will really take the eye away and make it just that little bit more neater. It's not exact paint, but it's better than nothing. This is what the frame looks like now. I'm just going to do one last thing with a bit of gold leaf rubbing on the frame to enhance a bit more features on it, because it is quite dark and it does have lovely features which are hard to see. Here's the comparison of the gilded enhancement and the nut. There's a clear difference. And I think I'm doing some justice to this frame that would otherwise not be seen easily. And so the frame enhancement is complete. All that's left to do now is hang it in its rightful place on display.
I'm out in the back garden to show you why we needed a wood chipper. You might remember back in the first season of DIY, I pulled apart a caravan to make a trailer so we could go to the déchetterie and get rid of all of the garden waste that we have here, which we cut back on a regular basis.
After picking up a caravan for free, Phil's going to have a crack at reverse engineering.
What I require is the chassis.
Oh, yeah, I certainly do. Well done!
But can it survive a fully laden trip to the skip? I'm impressed. This once beaten up caravan has saved them over £2,500.
The grounds here are beautiful, but they haven't really been looked after in a very long time. So a lot of trees are just massively overgrown. So to make it more beautiful and get rid of dead branches, which could be a danger, we have a lot of cutting back and then getting rid of garden waste. On top of that, we have storms which pull down trees such as this. However, I'd like to make use of our own stuff to compost. So we're shredding all of this sort of stuff so we can use it for mulch around the flower beds and all the rest of it to make it look really neat and tidy. We're going to sort out this flower bed. These are laurels that we've cut right back because they were huge. They'll just spring back up, and while they're down, we're just going to cover them in wood chips, keep the make it nice and tidy and keep the weeds down. It's all with this. So this stuff's going in there. Right.
Hey Philly, so what are we gonna do today?
We're going to make an extension to the duck house. We have planning permission.
We're gonna use 2 pallets to add a bigger standing area for the ducks.
Yeah.
And where are we, Philly?
We're at the side of the house, which is the staff entrance, and it's not the pretty side. So excuse the mess. This is just a workshop this time of year. But this means I can make our pallet extension.
Using the 2 pallets, we just need to break a couple more pallets apart to fill the gaps of the wood so the big ducks don't fall through. And we're gonna stuff some polystyrene in between to make it float.
Right, I've got to split this one up. My pallet splitter.
Go on, show me how you do it.
Yeah.
How does it work? I've never actually seen it work.
There.
Oh, that's simple enough.
Well, that's because this is rotten.
Well, that helps.
Yes.
Do another one.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole
There.
Okay.
That's that one.
Is it quite satisfactory doing this?
Yeah. Good to pull stuff apart. Do you know what? In the UK compared to France, though, you can find pallets everywhere. In France, they all use them and burn them. The UK, they're chucked away. The amount of stuff you can make out of pallets, because most of the wood's decent. I love it. Nice bit of recycling. Right, I've got all these apart. I'm literally just going to put these in, so then the duckies can't fall through. Okay?
Yeah, that's a nice width and a little gap. Yeah, that's good. That's great.
Yeah.
It's a lot quicker with a nail gun, isn't it?
Oh, these sort of things aren't expensive. Small compressors and nail guns, and they're just save so much time. See?
Wonderful.
I'll just do this end, then it's time for the polystyrene.
So that's just so that the polystyrene doesn't come out.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I can't wait for this to be finished.
Well.
The duckies are going to be pleased.
Well, no. Okay.
Okay, so now I'll hold it.
Hold that.
Yep. Now you're just going to slide it inside and that will hold itself underneath.
See how it holds it?
Oh, it's a perfect size.
Yes, that's why I
Wow, that's incredible.
Right,
All done.
that is one down.
One finished pallet.
Did someone call a water taxi?
No.
Yeah, you must have. Hello, duckies. What do you think of your new pontoon?
Well, they've been looking at it already. It's floating.
Oh, what's this?
So I went and got the boat, and Philly is rowing, but we're just towing the platform with us.
This boat is in the photos that the Danish lady sent us.
Yeah, in the photos.
From the 80s. It's as old as
It's
I am.
great. This is a lovely fountain that we have of the carp. We actually got some carp here in the moat, and it works, this fountain. How romantic, just like in Venice. Hear that water? I think the pontoon are having a romantic time.
I hope I get a tip at the end of this.
Oh, unlikely. This is a sun terrace, and basically all of this area is where 1/3 of the chateau used to be until it got demolished. How do you feel about that, Philly?
I'll rebuild it.
You'll rebuild it?
Yeah, I don't have to rebuild the foundations. They're already here.
Yeah, I suppose so. I like that we've got flowers already growing. Look, it's still winter and we've got lobelia. And there's a fourth bridge that Phil built.
And
There's quite a collection of bridges now, eh?
through that hedge,
Yeah.
there's the old footbridge.
Oh yeah, over there is an old, there's the, you can actually see the remains amongst the bushes. Right there, the remains. Here's a, I don't know, fifth bridge. This is one of our other bridges.
The main bridge.
Right, yeah, the main bridge that we access, and it's right in front of the chapel. And that's our chateau hiding underneath all the foliage that needs to come out. But that's a pretty bridge. Look at that. It's got pillars, which are granite. It's really, really awesome. Really ancient. So the reason we're doing the extra 2 pontoons attached to the duck house is because we're gonna adopt some more ducks. We're gonna adopt 4 more. And these ducks are really fat and big. They are, what are they, Phil?
I don't know, anyway. I'm sorry, I don't know.
They're
Ducks.
like, no, Peking duck.
They're just ducks.
Yeah, one of them table ducks, but they weren't eaten, so we're rescuing them, and they're gonna live here happily ever after, hopefully. Okay, get closer to the duck house then. And look, the duckies have laid some eggs already, so they really, really like it.
Right, I'm going to at this point.
Oh, see? She flew out.
Yeah.
That's the wild duck. She nested inside the duck
Can
house.
I have the pontoon, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the pontoon. Take it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Gonna need the drill.
Yeah. Got it. Here you go. Last bit.
There.
Well done. Thank you. Looks wonderful. Look at that. Oh. Oh. Here the ducks are already arguing who's going to have their first go on it.
Yeah, look.
The duck house looks wonderful. Look at all the eggs from the adopted ones. And the wild ones got some eggs inside too.
Cool.
So wonderful.
Let's get away from this so she can come back, though.
Yeah,
Yeah?
let's go. Let's
Now
leave
there's
them
lots
to
of
it.
space, though, isn't there?
Yes, thank you. Wonderful, job well done.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's a shame that because of the confinement, we're not going to be able to pick up the ducks, but at least the platform's ready for their use when they do.
Yeah. And unfortunately the confinement is in place, but it doesn't really affect us much because in this place there's always things to be getting on with, but we do know that it does affect a lot, so do try and take care of each other.
Yeah, so basically stay safe, guys, and let's all get through this.
Yeah. Thank you for watching once again. Please click the subscribe button, like and share videos, and leave us some comments, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Ciao.